hey, hey, get sucked in. I'm just playing. No, that's not how you do it yet. Huh? Oh my god, guys, I'm just kidding. BTS Army. Kim Namjoon, Kim Seokjin, newbie, Jungkook, Park Jimin, Kim Taehyung, Jung Jungkook, BTS. I'm just kidding. Everybody? No, I'm not kidding. Actually, why do I have to kid? I am the Army. Hi! Welcome back, guys, to Just Not in the Mood with me, Rashida, Makeda. You guys already know who it is. Welcome back to this channel. I don't know how you found me, but I am glad you are here. Today, we're going to talk about one of the things that I love and how y'all like to keep playing with my emotions and be acting like in 2025, we're not on K-pop, that we're not in the mood for K-pop. Don't ever in your life disrespect me like that, okay? Over here, we love K-pop. As you can see, this right here doesn't even like fathom how much K-pop stuff I have. I have so much, and I will not apologize for that. You know, capitalism, yes, I subscribe to it. We're just the K-pop.
I don't care about my haters, and if you want to fight me, then fight me.
Okay? I'm sorry. You know, I have a lot of idols that I am paying the rent. And, ooh, I cannot, pay mine. But it's okay, hey! Johnny can eat! What can I say? I have loved K-pop for years now. I think since what, 2016? Yes, I was that Army. Can we just I got on them before the pandemic. Thank you. Back then it was actually like scary to admit that you liked K-pop back in the day. You know, going to school with people that didn't really necessarily like K-pop, you were looked at as if you were weird, or, you know, it was a niche thing. But guess what? We out here, yeah! Liking BTS, especially just as a black female, it was like, whoa. But what can I say? I grew up in a household where the music was very eclectic. We had so many different kinds of tastes. We had different artists that was playing constantly. And so it wasn't, in my household, it wasn't like looked at like, oh, she's weird for liking that. So my brother, hey, Antonio, check yourself. But it wasn't like looked at as weird or anything. We were just like, hey, they're singing R&B and it happens to be in another language. Like, hey, it was cool, you know? So, but, you know, at school, don't ever talk about it. Hey, but I did because I'm one of those people, and who's gonna whoop me about it?
Don't do it.
You go with me? You go with me? No, you're not.
Don't.
So, how did I get into K-pop? Let me tell you. It all started on a summer afternoon in 2016. I was taking summer school, not because I was behind. I was actually getting ahead, okay? I was scrolling through YouTube and I was like, what is this? I was looking for One Direction because that was one of my favorite bands at the time. Still is, to be honest. I was scrolling through it, I was like, and it was EXO's Call Me Baby. Call me baby, call me baby. Hey, yeah! I was like, let's look at this. Let's play this. And then I was blown away.
Tuesday, oh my God.
EXO opened the doors to so many things for me. And I was like, okay. After I finished the video, I was like, I don't know who these people are. But I remember specifically seeing Kai and Becca, and I was like, ooh. I think I found the love of my life, guys. I don't know. I think I'm in love. But then I scrolled again, and you know, they have the suggested in the YouTube comments. And I said, no, who is Bangtan Soyadan? What is that? What is that? What is BTS? Let us see. And then it said Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And it looked like this like pink video. It was this, the thumbnail was pink, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what is this? Clicked on it. When I tell you it was the best decision I ever made. Because my life would not be the same. When Jimin said, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I love these people. I don't want to leave. They need to be here forever.
Inspires, man. Yeah. Inspire.
They had to go to the military, but that's besides the point. We're not even going to talk about that yet. We're not even going to get on there yet. So then it just rabbit hole. And the amount of K-pop and the amount of media from Korea that I consume, I deserve a citizenship now.
That's all. you. Step out.
BTS and EXO are my alts, you know what I'm saying? We may be sitting here like, what is an alt? For those who don't know the K-pop world, we're gonna give you some terms to brush up on. Yeah, I just fell in love with it, and I will never go back. And K-pop will always hold a special place in my heart. It was some of my first concerts. Like, I went to BTS twice. The first time in LA when they did the Permission to Dance, and then they came to Vegas, and I was like, maybe I'll come if they go to Vegas. I didn't think they would ever come here, and then they did, and I was like, dang, now I gotta go. It's crazy. So I took my friends, took my sister, and it was a great time. Those are some core memories for sure. And you know, if y'all went to that concert, share some of the videos. Show me some of those videos, because I know when Megan Thee Stallion popped up, I was like, Megan! Let's get into more of the K-pop system, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that for a little bit. So everybody just thinks like, oh yeah, just BTS is what put them on the map, and arguably yes, BTS was the people who put K-pop on the map, made it more westernized and more global. I think, in my opinion, and y'all can argue with your mama about that. We will not be taking questions at this time, but there's generations, if you will, within K-pop that, like, I don't know, we can compare it to the Western world, but I don't really like doing that as much. But hey, because they're artists in their own right, but they also take a lot of inspiration from Western artists, specifically Black artists, and that's another thing we will not be taking comments on. Hey, okay, we won't be taking comments. Thank you. Yeah. So in the first generation, it's from the 90s to about 2004, right? So we have artists like Rain, Boa, Shinhwa, like stuff like that, right? So people like that, those groups, and they were the blueprint for all of my favorite groups. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that they looked up to the most, and you can see the influence in it, you know. And like I think Rain, if I was alive during that time, let's be real. If your birthday starts with 19.
Respect your elders.
It's okay, guys. AARP is here to help you. Then we get into second generation. It's from like 2005 to like 2011. So when we get the SHINee, SHINee back. You know, that's when we get SHINee, right? I love them so much. We got Big Bang, Bang Bang Bang. Super Junior. They're great. They're good, you know. Girls' Generation, also great. And the Wonder Girls, you know, groups like that. And from that time, that's when we get more of the K-pop that we are used to listening to. It had a lot of influences from R&B and rap, and of course, like the regular pop music. I think SHINee, they took a lot of inspiration from like early Chris Brown and Usher, people like that. You could definitely see the influence there. Yeah, I think from second generation, SHINee is my favorite. Sherlock. I'm so curious, yeah. They were so lit. Like, they were so lit. Replay. With the bowl cuts, with Taemin and his mushroom haircut. He had them girls in a chokehold. And I was one of them. What can I say? G-Dragon, we'll be talking about him a little bit later today. G-Dragon, Taeyang, oh my god, like they just... I wish I was like old enough when they were like at their peak to really like get into them, because like I would have still had no money.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they...
Then we get into third generation, okay? Third. And that's when K-pop starts to form as we know it. We got BTS, EXO, Blackpink, GOT7, 17, and Twice, Red Velvet. Oh my god! The Blinks, please don't get in my comments. I like some of the Blackpink songs, but for me, my top three, it's gotta be BTS, EXO, and GOT7. Sorry. Argue with your mama about it, not me. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to argue with y'all today, okay? Everyone knows that EXO and BTS, they have some of the best singers, rappers, and dancers in the K-pop industry, period. That's not something to argue about, okay? Kai, best dancer. Thank you. Jimin, best dancer, okay? You got Baekhyun, bro. First of all, when I heard that man sing Candy for the first time, Wrap it up. We don't have nothing else to talk about. He just cleared all of your faves. Then you got BTS. They have some of the best, if not the best rappers in the industry. Yoongi, you're going to sit here and tell me that Min Yoongi, you're going to sit here and tell me that Suga is not out rapping your faves? You're delusional. You're more delusional than me, and that's a lot.
Your tone seems very pointed right now.
And then we got J-Hope. Hello? He cleared y'all with just singing Chicken Noodle Soup with the soda on the side. What are we talking about? Then we got Kim Namjoon, RN. Don't ever in your life call him Rap Monster, because you'll need that. You know what I'm saying? You'll need that. Oh my God, guys, my time of being a military wife is almost over. Can I just say that real quick? BTS is almost out of the army. Oh my God, guys. And I want to tell y'all who my favorite is, but let's see if you guys can guess. Who is my bias, guys? Put that in the captions. Oh, not the captions. What the heck is they called? The comments. There you. Hey. I'm not a boomer. I promise, guys. Put it in the comments below. Who do you think my bias is? And if you get it right, get a kiss.
What?
We get into fourth generation, right? These are groups that came out in 2019 to 2022. And these groups really took influences from the third generation, right? The ones who made K-pop global. So we got TXT, Tomorrow by Together, right? NCT, Neo Culture Technology, hello, hey. Stray Kids, ATEEZ, ENHYPEN. We have LE SSERAFIM, New Jeans. New Jeans, that's a little controversial, it's okay. My favorite from that era, that time, has to be... It's hard to choose, guys. They're all so good. I've seen TXT live, so I'll have to say TXT. Oh, why? I've seen ATEEZ live too. NCT is also right up there, though. I can't pick. Then we have fifth generation, and that's why I was like, dang, I've really been here since like, what, 4 generations now? Is that 4? I can't count. 3. Ooh, sorry, STEM, not my cup of tea. I sing and dance, guys. Don't do math. Math stands for mental abuse to humans. All of the groups that are present now, like we were never heard of them before, and then boom, all of a sudden they were born. You know what I'm saying? They into the world. You know, like the Baby Monster, Kiss of Life, Boy Next Door, Triple S. I love Triple S, by the way. And if you know who Triple S is, please go ahead and comment under there what is your favorite song, because I really love Triple S and nobody knows who they are, and it makes me so sad. I'm like, please start liking them. They're so good. For those who are not really into K-pop but want to get into K-pop, we're gonna do a little bit of a crash course today on some terms that you definitely need to know about when you get into K-pop. All right, so let's talk about it. So what is your alt? What is an alt? Alt is your ultimate favorite group. Most of the time, most people only have one. Some people have multiple. Like me, I can't choose, and I will not be forced to choose. So I have 2 alts. It's EXO and BTS. Exhibit A. But yes, EXO and BTS are my alts. I always tend to go back to them. Sometimes you get out of K-pop, you get out of the mood of K-pop. Then sometimes you get back into the mood, and most of the time they are always the ones to bring me back. And I love them, and I love them for it. My life will have meaning again. Then we have a bias. What is your bias? A bias is a stand's absolute favorite member. Like, who is your favorite out of the whole entire group? I won't tell you who BTS is because, you know, we're going to be guessing that. But for EXO, it's so hard again, guys. It's so hard to choose, but it's Baekhyun. Then we have the next piece, your bias record. What is a bias record? A bias record is the member that makes you question your loyalty to your bias. You know what I'm saying? They're like, Baekhyun is the best person ever, but dang, Kai is fine. Kai is so cute. Kai is over there out dancing you. He's singing your favorite song. I don't really know. Kai is my bias wrecker with EXO. Them two, if I ever met them, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I'd cry. I don't know if I'd throw up. I don't know if I would freeze. I don't know if I'd laugh in their face. We'll find out one day very soon. Hey, let's hope they go on tour. North American tour. Hey, speaking of North American tour, if y'all trying to fight me for these tickets, I know where you live, okay? I don't. For legal reasons, that was a joke. But don't play with me. I'm not to be trifled with. The more you get into K-pop, you're going to find out more about the K-pop system and how these idols, because that's what they call them, which is basically the members of any group that they become K-pop idols, when they become famous, things like that. The idols first become trainees, right? So trainees they go through the K-pop system where they go through extensive training with singing, dancing, media training, acting, and they do like a whole like image redesign, if you will, if it needs to be that in depth. Some people unfortunately go through surgery that they may not have wanted. Some people don't have to. Some people are in there for a long time. You can be in there from anywhere from 6 months to freaking, I think the longest trainee was like 13 years or something like that. I think I'd given up hope at that point, but hey, some people do it for the love of the craft, and that is what it's all about, the love of the craft. But yeah, that's trainee. A trainee is before they get famous, when they're training in that system. Then we have different K-pop positions within the group, right? So this is when it gets a little bit more complicated. Okay. The main vocalist is the singer that has the best vocal technique. So, they sing the best in some people's opinions. Lead vocalist, that's not to be confused with the main vocalist, guys. So let's keep it up here. The lead vocalist is the singer with the second best vocal technique in some opinions. And they usually sing like before the main vocalist. And let's keep this in mind that like this is not applicable to every single group. It's just more of a generalization type of thing. Then we have the sub vocalist who they support the main and the lead vocalist. Then we have the main rapper that have the best vocal rap ability, and they get the most rapping parts, if you will, most of the time. Then we have the lead rapper, same thing as the main vocalist, lead vocalist thing. They have the second best rapping ability, and they get majority, second half of the rapping parts. Sub rapper, same thing, they support the lead and the main. Then we have the main dancer. They're the most likely the best dancers of the entire group, and they get the main dance solos, things like that. Then we have the lead dancer. They are most of the times in the center of the dance formation. They'll be some of the best dancers in the groups for sure. Then we have the visuals. Now, I don't really like to subscribe to the ideology around visuals and how a lot of times they just think that visuals that's the only thing that they add to the group is their attractiveness and their face and their physique. I don't really like that. I think they bring so much more to the group than just their face and their body. We're members for a reason, and let's treat them like human beings, please. Hey, that's just me. I don't know. Then there's the face of the group. That's not to be confused with the visual. The face of the group is the member that brings the most attention to the group most of the time. It could be the visual, but it could not be the visual as well. You know what I'm saying? It just really depends. It's very specific to each group that you're in. The face of the group, for example, for BTS, for me, was Namjoon, because he was the one at first that I knew for sure that spoke English. So I was I just zoned in on him. I knew who he was. Then as I got to know them a lot more, I was like, oh yes, they're amazing. They're all the face of the group now because everybody knows everyone. As you should, because they're amazing, Then there's the center. That's the member that is positioned most likely in the center of all of the promos and things like that. Then we have the leader. It's in the name. It's the leader of the group. A lot of times the leader can be the oldest member, but it's not always the oldest member. In BTS is concerned, Namjoon is not the oldest member, but he is the leader. So, it just really depends. Then you have the Magne. Magne is the youngest. It's the baby of the group. The best Magne that I know is Jungkook. Oh my god. He's the golden Magne. He's called the golden Magne for a reason, because he's best. He's the best at everything that he does. And you can argue with your mama about it. Will not be taking questions. Then we have the comeback. It was so funny. I was actually talking with some of my friends, and we were talking about how Lady Gaga just released an album, and Lil Nas X decided to drop some singles as well. Finally. Thank you, Lil Nas.
Thank you.
Been waiting for a long time.
Thank you.
And I was like, wow, Lil Nas finally had his comeback. And they're like, what? He didn't go anywhere. Sorry guys. Talking in K-pop terms, so a comeback is when artists or artists have their projects and they're announcing it, they're releasing things, and it's a whole thing, and that's why it's called a comeback most of the time, because they've been gone for a little while, not super long, but they come on a hiatus and they come back. So yeah, they come back. It's in the name. You get it. You're following. Then we have, of course, the fandom, right? And everybody should know what a fandom is. Fandom is whatever you want to call your fans. For example, BTS, we're ARMY, period. Hey. And this is ARMY Bomb. I spent my hard-earned money when I was a broke college student. I'm still broke now, but it's fine. One day, like and subscribe, guys, and I won't be poor anymore. Please. 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 Thank you. Then we have the big three, which is like refers to the record labels that are the most popular out there. We have YG Entertainment, then we have SM Entertainment, aka Sexy Man Entertainment. Hey, that's all my faves were from there. But they got some issues. They gotta get it together. It's okay. We have JYP Entertainment. I think that Hybe also needs an honorable mention because they are one of those record labels where their artists are very distinctive. You're starting to finally see, you're like, oh yeah, I can recognize their style. And this is very much Hybe style. I think that's when you know that you finally made it, is when people are able to recognize like your work and your talent, and it's like, oh yeah, that looks like them. That makes sense. And speaking of YG, so it's one of the things I wanted to talk about. The G-Dragon from Big Bang, from Second Generation, right? He just released his album, his solo album, and it had one of the songs on there, his single, Power. Oh my God. I felt powerful listening to it. What? That's me! I have the power! I have the power. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard Too Bad from him and Anderson .Paak. Have you heard that one, Ashley? Wow. It's okay because I'm going to educate you right now. Do you want the power? Do you want the power?
I need you to come down.
No. Do you want the power? Too bad for me. What are you doing? Go listen to the album. And the rest of the album, of course, was great. But then also, around that same time, Lisa, Hello, released the album too. And I was like, oh my God, this is so much music. Born Again, guys, it's certified bop. I know. How you get Ray and Doja Cat on your song? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Lisa is finally becoming the artist that she's always wanted to be. And not saying that in Blackpink that they were hindering her or any way, but I think that as she is a solo artist, she's able to thrive and really express herself the way that she wants. And it's so cool to see an artist finally do what they want to do and sing the way that they want to sing and collaborate with who they want to collaborate with. It's like it's the best thing to have that artistic freedom, you know what I'm saying? And she's taking full advantage of that, as she freaking should. Lisa's amazing. But I think I would be doing everybody a disservice if they did not go listen to Baekhyun's new stuff. Hello. This isn't new, but you should definitely check this out. Bambi, if you haven't listened to it, hello, what are you doing here? Go listen to it right now. But his song that he just put out, Do What You Do. Have you heard that one? Bambi, his album, best thing I ever heard in my life. Cry for Love, wow. Country boy, I love you. That's why I related to that album so much. Hey. Yeah, guys, get into K-pop. It's so good, and I'll probably be talking about it more and reacting to it more. If you guys want me to react specifically to these comebacks when they come out, please let me know who you want me to listen to. I'm here for it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you come back.